non-gender conforming and queer, and I'm alone in a house. What crimes will I commit? Nobody knows. Probably arson. Help.
To all of the underrepresented straight heterosexuals on social media making posts stating that on July 1st, it is officially the start of Straight Pride Month, just remember, it was never a crime for you to exist. So get fucked and suck a dick. Happy Pride!
If you're in a gay relationship, which one of you is the one that dresses like a punk, emo, alt, god or goddess, or a deity, if you're, neutral? And which one's the one that dresses like an English professor?
Am I wearing a rainbow shirt and my pride Converse to my Christian conservative family party today? Yes! Is part of why I'm doing it because my cousin was being homophobic and telling me that me talking about being gay is causing issues? Also yes.
Did you know that being non-binary makes you a god? I don't make the rules. Except I do, because I'm a god.
Lesbian bread. 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 Lesbian bread.
Have you heard of LGBTQ plus? Well, the plus is me. I am ace and no one understands it, but I'm proud to be me.
I just want to make one thing really, really clear. Really crystal clear. I only downloaded this app for the gays.
I think I'm gonna come out of the closet. I'm straight.
I'm at a loss for words. I think it goes without saying that coming out as straight is just a mockery of a real struggle that people actually have to go through. Coming out of the closet isn't something to joke about because it's not an easy thing. People get kicked out of their homes and killed for coming out of the closet. If you wanted to make a funny joke, you should have done this. Hey guys. I'm ignorant, and I'm homophobic. And I'm dumb and I'm not funny, and my jokes are bad, and they're not funny. Now that would have been funny. That would have been good. You should try that.
I knew this bitch named Becky. She liked to talk real sexy, nasty bitch. I am that bitch named Becky.
Hi, Daddy. Why do you continue to torment me? I'm your own personal demon on the shoulder. Anyway, so you know how Jesus was gay? Zoe, Jesus was not gay. Totally was. He was followed around by a harem of 12 men. Those were the apostles. They were learning from him. They were learning something. Plus, he was unmarried, and that was very unusual for a rabbi at the time. That doesn't prove anything. And he was hanging around sex workers all the time, allegedly without having sex with them. He was a holy man who could restrain his sexual desires. We exist. A lot of restraint you're showing by looking at my chest. Plus, the Bible singles out John as the disciple whom Jesus loved, and when he was on the cross, Jesus said to his mother, "This is your son," and John, "This is your mother." So, why wouldn't he do that to his bestie, Peter? Because he loved John in a special way, in a gay way. This is all just speculation. At first I thought Jesus was a bottom, but he's definitely verse. He gives and receives like a true Messiah.
I'll be the first person to admit it. I ain't the prettiest. But some days I'll be looking like a whole buffet. Not a snack because I'm plus size.
Someone asked, which would I rather find out? That my 16-year-old daughter is pregnant or that my 16-year-old son is gay? I said both. Because love for my children has no conditions, no parentheses for their preferences. I've come to the understanding that his black boy joy might come from another boy, and frankly, I'm okay with that. So to the young king that might one day date my young king, be not afraid. For we will welcome you with open arms, because that's what we would do if you were a girl. It makes no sense for you to feel the need to come out of the closet when my door is always open for us to talk, fellas. It's okay for you to have a preference, but that might not align with your son's passion. Our duty is to prepare our young soldier for this battle we call life. And who he or she decides to fight that with is none of your fucking business. So to the young king or young queen that might one day date my young king or my young queen, understand this. My wife and I will love you just as long as you love our son and our daughter.
Hey Mom, there's something I want to tell you.
Yeah?
Mom,
What?
I'm trans.
Okay. Are you?
Yeah.
Okay. So, what does that mean for us?
I'm a boy.
Okay. Alright, so new name?
Oliver.
Oliver. Okay. We'll talk about this with Dad when we get home and figure out how to make that happen for you.
Thank you. Oh my god. I was so nervous this entire car ride.
They put all these cis white gays on the For You page. Put some trans bitches up there. Trans bitches. Non-binary. Yeah.
Okay, we've all heard of girls in bikinis on roller skates, but I raise you. Boys in skirts on skateboards. How do we feel about that, huh? How do we feel about that?
So I was telling my mother a story about a conversation that I'd had at work, and I kept referring to the other person as they because the gender didn't matter to the story at all. But eventually my mother asked me, so wait, is this person a guy or a girl? And it was a cis guy, and so I told her that, and I kind of said, you know, sorry, I wasn't thinking about his gender, because it didn't matter. And she goes, oh, well, I guess, yeah, with this political climate, gender just doesn't have any meaning anymore. And just all the sarcasm in her voice just murdered me. So now I know I can never come out to my mother as non-binary, so I'm coming out on TikTok instead. Hi, my name is Bird. This is my first TikTok video. I'm non-binary, and I go by they, them pronouns.
Fuck is wrong with you that you gotta have the fucking shower water at 120 degrees Fahrenheit? Bitch walking out of the shower looking like a can of Chef Boyardee don't. We all get it, you a snack, but no one said you a fucking Hot Pocket. Hot Pocket, more like Fat Pocket.
She said to me she wants to go to Portland. There's not a thing that's nearly as important. We can drive all night. We'll get there in the morning. What's one long drive?
See, this type of shit I'm talking about right here. A Chicago high school student murdered a woman after she told him she was transgender. And see, when it comes to this instance of trans violence, it's an obvious double bind. Either A, dude didn't believe this woman had the right to exist, or B, dude believed because she was attracted to this woman that she deserved to die. Either way it go, we gotta recognize that your insecurities about gender identity cannot come at the expense of somebody else's life. And if you got any little bit of heart that should just piss you off, Perez told detectives he went back to Marquette home a second time so he could shoot her again. Cook County prosecutor said. He said he couldn't get her face out of his head, so he just went back and shot her again. Listen, you don't have to be an advocate for the LGBT community or trans folks. You gotta just recognize they deserve to exist.
Welcome to your local gay checkpoint. If you got stuck down straight TikTok by liking one too many a straight video, well, all you gotta do is like this video and we'll bring you straight back. Authorized by the LGBTQ+ community.
Another black trans woman was murdered today. This beautiful woman, Brayla Stone, was murdered in Arkansas today. She was 17 years old. 17. And what do you know? No media outlet has covered it. It just makes you think about all the fake Black Lives Matter supporters who only support male, cisgendered, heterosexual black lives. But when it comes to women, when it comes to trans women, when it comes to LGBTQ black people, all of a sudden they're all quiet. Hundreds of black women have been murdered by police, but their stories are often overlooked. Black trans women are murdered and it doesn't make the news. This is why Black Lives Matter. That's like if I were to be murdered in a year, knowing you only had a year left to live. But no, I'm white. I'm cis. I don't have to worry about that. But black people, black trans women have to worry about that. This is why we have to keep fighting.
I woke up gay again today. Now I gotta go do gay shit.
Okay, these are my questions for the gays. Sorry, I was on straight TikTok for a minute. What?
Okay.
Would you care if your partner was bisexual?
I prefer it.
Have you ever been with someone of the opposite gender?
It doesn't exist for me.
Do you take offense when a girl calls you her gay best friend?
Yes.
Be honest, how many times has a straight person tried to hook you up with another gay person solely based on the fact that they're gay and no other compatibility requirements?
Too many.
Are you down to hook up with someone who's just curious?
If they shut up.
Do you proudly wear the rainbow flag, or are you kind of against it because it kind of segregates?
What?
Are you a yes queen gay? Or are you like, fuck that shit, what the fuck?
I don't like you.
This might be a deal breaker for me. Do you like musical theater?
Yes.
Be honest, do you still go through the Chick-fil-A drive-thru and get that spicy chicken sandwich or those nuggies?
We can't drive.
Do you get upset when they have straight actors portray gay characters?
Yes.
And what's the gayest thing about you?
The fact I don't like you.
I don't get it. That's because it's not for you. Because you have everything. Everything is for you. And this one thing is for him.
This is for the ones who like to say that my generation is too sensitive nowadays. Honey, my generation ate Tide Pods for fun and lived. My generation is picking up gas canisters with their bare hands and tossing them back. My generation is spitting in the face of cops. We're not sensitive. You're just mad that you can't be openly racist, homophobic, or sexist anymore.
Is NB TikTok a thing? Oh, absolutely. And if you're seeing this video, you just found it.
If cis straight guys can do nothing but stare at a screen and get millions of views, then who's to say that gay trans guys can't? Let's prove a point and bring gay TikTok to the top. All you gotta do is share the hell out of this video and prove that we don't need y'all basic bitches.
Alright, some dumb bitch decided to say that my sticker on the back of my car is offensive. Well, bitch, you should see my browser history.
Who did this? Who? Whoever you are, you need to come forward. Cause I didn't order these. And there's no note.
So my grandfather found out that I'm trans. Someone snitched on me. The nerve. But he said as long as I'm not transitioning to a Republican, that's fine. And that's on being raised by Democrats.
Hot clap, we skip a beat, count 1, 2, 3. And don't you stop the music, get into it, won't you dance with me? Find a place and lose it, you can do it, won't you dance with me?
Don't know what's inside of me. Don't forget about me. Don't forget about me. Even when I doubt you.
Good morning, campers. Get ready for our national anthem.
You're so pretty, it hurts. I'm not talking about boys, I'm talking about girls.
Like music to my ears every morning. All right, next is earring making, ladies. Hi, I know you're one of the femmes, but I just got this eyeshadow palette and it's got this transition shit. Love the frog earrings. Adorable. Riley, how many times do I have to tell you? Stop asking the femmes for makeup advice and do your earrings. Fine, I'll ask you later. Looks like everything's going well. What's that noise? Who's we? Who are we? Oh, what do you want? Sweater weather to be your next national anthem. I would never date a bisexual. Why? They're hot and they like women. They're gonna cheat on me with a guy. What? The bisexuals probably don't want you anyways, and I will take them all.
This one goes out to non-black LGBT people, especially trans people. When you're LGBT, especially when you're trans, you tend to get a lot of questions from cis people and straight people who don't quite understand LGBT issues. One of my favorite habits is redirecting cis people to Google when they ask me way too personal questions about my gender. Before I say this next point, I want to remind you all that Pride would not exist without black trans women and black lesbians. Keep that in mind the next time you try to ask a black person to educate you on racism and white supremacy. Hundreds of thousands of black voices have been putting out resources nonstop since George Floyd's murder and since Ahmaud Arbery's murder and since Trayvon Martin's murder. We as queer people owe it to the black community to educate ourselves and be allies actively. There are so many resources available to us. Educate yourself and be an active ally instead of asking other people to do the work for you.
Ice on my neck, that's incoming. I'm a pretty boy, I'm stunning. Super speed Sonic, I'm running. Super speed Sonic, I'm running.
TikTok boys be like, I like girls who like girls. And then when a lesbian rejects his advances, he goes onto his private Snapchat story, plays Drake in the background, and calls her homophobic slurs. Make it make sense.
I am here to inform you if you are offended by pentagrams because you refuse to do research on their actual meaning, then you are in the very wrong place. I was raised on paganism. There are pentagrams all over my house. I also do witchcraft in my house. We have an entire room dedicated to spell work in my house. Here, we don't care what religion you are. But if you start disrespecting someone else's, go. If you are intolerant to other beliefs or religions, leave. Because you've apparently found yourself in a place you do not belong. Repeat. I do witchcraft. I was raised on paganism. I was never once raised on Christianity. That just wasn't in my house. When I was younger, I was often taken to rituals for the pagan holidays or any other type thing. Took part in activities with the coven. If this offends you, you need to go somewhere else. This is not the place for you. There's other places for you. Go find them.
I made one video calling myself straight to get unshadow banned, which worked, by the way. Now all I've seen is straight TikTok on my feed. I've made so many videos about being gay, but it took one straight video and TikTok was like, send her over.
I'm a lesbian. I love women, not men. I own a U-Haul and a socket wrench. I have flannels and beanies, a lot of them. What's happening? I'm a lesbian.
They, them pronouns are actually plural, so...
Right. You ever been called by a telemarketer?
Oh my god, yeah, so annoying.
Cool. So, when you can't tell by their voice what gender they are, what do you call them?
Sometimes dating in the lesbian world is so crazy that you're just like, I want to find someone who's just like me.
Hey yo, what's up, baby?
Hi, welcome to Sapphic Waffle House. Have you dined with us before? No, so essentially this is like any other Waffle House chain, but our mission here is to make things as gay as possible for our customers because we get nothing these days. So if you notice, you are currently seated in our cottage course section. If you'd like to be relocated to the dark academia section, I will let my coworker know and she can get that sorted out for you. Because we are a WLW chain, I must formally ask you if you listen to Girl in Red. You do? Fantastic. So our special of the day is the Emily Dickinson Waffle Stack, complete with a side of hash browns and a drink of your choice, and a history of historically homophobic media. So just take a look at your menu, see if there's anything that catches your eye. In the meantime, I'll bring you a basket of fresh bread.
Don't scroll past this. Since it is Pride Month and I'm a proud member of the LGBTQ community, I want to address issues with homophobic parents. There are a lot of parents that say, "Oh, I can't imagine my son having sex with another guy, or have my daughter have sex with another girl." First of all, if the first thing that comes to mind when your kid comes out to you is them in bed with someone having sex, or just having sex period, that's a problem you need to fix. They're not the problem, you're the problem. Secondly, LGBTQ kids are gonna face and meet a lot of people that hate and discriminate against them. And if you are endangering your child's safety by disowning them, you're the first one to do it.
Okay, kiddo. Fuck, I still hate your school. Okay, now, first things first. Your ma told me that we're using different pronouns. I forget what she said, though. Can you remind me real quick? Okay, awesome. I have to remember that. Is it okay if I still call you by, like, you know, my little things that I say, like sweetie, honey, dear, and everything like that? Oh, thank fucking God. Okay, so tell me, how was school today? What? Hold on, let me find a fucking pen. Can you spell that teacher's name out for me again? Yeah. We'll be working that out, bitch.
Like girls who like girls. Yeah.
What are you doing?
I'm making a TikTok.
Why that sound?
Oh, what sound?
The song? People like girls who like girls, you know?
They're hot.
It kind of seems like you're overly sexualizing them for views.
Like girls who like.
Woo! Stop it! People like these videos. There's no way anyone would ever like that.
Almost 2 million likes.
That's way more than this video would ever get.
What video?
I've been recording you this entire time because you look like.
I like girls who like.
No! I shan't let you!
Since you're recording me, can I show you my dance?
I know what dance you're talking about. You're just gonna thrust into the camera. Now stop using that audio. It's okay to scream like a girl.
Thank you.
People asking where their heterosexual pride day at when they know damn well Navy's 4th of July sale coming up. I'm bisexual. By the way, I'm bi. I'm ambisextrous. I'm straight to transagender is just the Italian way of saying transgender. Transagender. Straight girls. Hits on me. Me. Did they send me daughters when I asked for sons? We need to normalize bisexual, introverted, leftist, former gifted children with depression who drink iced coffee and sleep time. So, do you like boys or girls? Well, yes. Well, actually, no. Me as a kid, I'm attracted to the opposite gender. Bisexuality. But wait, there's more! Everyone, biculture is getting rejected by all genders. The actual biculture. What is wrong with me? In fact, gay marriage has now officially been around longer than the Confederacy. Hell yeah.
I am a non-binary, bisexual, switch. I have never made a decision in my entire life, and I am not gonna start now.
It's Pride Month, and you know what that means. If I catch you misgendering me on my account, I will personally take your kneecaps.
I dreamed it all ever since I was young. They said I won't be nothing. Now they always say congratulations. Worked so hard, forgot how to vacation.
I don't want to lose you, girl.
I'm not a girl.
You're the smartest girl in the world.
I'm not a girl.
But girl.
Not a girl.
And I think I love you too, girl.
I'm not a girl.
Body of a white lady.
Not a lady.
Not a lady, darling.
I love you, girl.
Not a girl.
Have you heard of LGBTQ plus? Well, the plus is me. I am ace and no one understands it, but I'm proud to be me.
Meow, 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 meow.